Have you ever wondered what a narcissist does in your absence? You might think they wouldn't care at all, but the truth is more complex. They don't want you to leave because you are a vital source of attention for them. Imagine a narcissist as a child constantly craving attention. They need admiration, recognition, and you are one of their most important audiences. Finding a perfect replacement like you is an extremely difficult task, adding to finding a perfectly loyal servant ready to obey their every demand. Without you, they fall into a state of dryness, much like a car running out of fuel in the middle of the road. They spiral into thoughts, scrambling to fill the void, but remain powerless and increasingly drained. From here, a whirlwind of conflicting emotions begins to take over: regret, anger, confusion, and eventually, danger. They feel insecure. Narcissists are deeply afraid of abandonment. They don't see you as an independent individual, but rather as a possession they own. Therefore, your absence, whether short or long, throws them into a state of insecurity, discomfort, and a lack of control. For example, if you go out without them, they might continuously call, text, or FaceTime you to check where you are, what you're doing, and who you're with. Their goal isn't just to gather information, but to ensure that you still belong to them, safe from being taken by anyone or anything. They need an absolute sense of control to soothe their inner insecurity. If you and the narcissist have children together, they won't hesitate to use this connection to manipulate you. They may play the victim, complaining about shouldering all the responsibility alone, blaming, criticizing, or even verbally abusing you for daring to inconvenience them this way. All of this is done to keep you under their control. What's even more significant is when you decide to sever all ties and walk away. This is something that drives narcissists into extreme anxiety and rage. Their psychology is incredibly complex. They believe they have the right to control others and do whatever they please, yet they cannot tolerate feelings of loss or rejection. They often project their own wrongdoings onto you. In their distorted imagination, your departure equates to betrayal, infidelity, or a deliberate act of harm against them. They don't miss you in the way you think. When you cut off contact and leave, they do miss you, but what they truly long for isn't you as a person. It's the feelings you once brought them. What they crave is power, control, the hunger their arrogant ego will never allow them to admit with simple words like, "I miss you, I need you." Instead, they act in far more distorted and toxic ways, manipulation and employing the Hoover tactic to pull you back in. Your absence doesn't make them feel lonely. It ignites an intense sense of possession and control. In their selfish, calculating minds, you're not a piece of the puzzle in their life, but merely a tool to validate their ego. They might monitor you, harass you, or back you into a corner, only to then play the role of the benevolent savior, creating the illusion that going back to them is your only choice. Their pride won't let them admit weakness. Rather than face the pain of loss, they transform it into a plan, a strategy to exploit your every emotion and vulnerability. Every word you say, every action you take, can become a weapon in their hands, and they won't hesitate to use any means, even through others, to drag you back into their familiar cycle of manipulation. They don't miss you, the real you with your unique values and qualities. What they miss is an idealized version of you, an image they painted to suit their selfish needs. They miss your care, your protection, and the times you bent over backward for them. They don't long for love or connection. What they truly want is the feeling of being served and dominated. When that longing arises, it isn't a yearning for love, but an addiction to power, chaos, and the dependency they're accustomed to manipulating. In their world, love isn't about sharing. It's a game, a battle they refuse to lose. They lure you back with the strategy of love bombing. When a narcissist feels they've lost control, they quickly transform into master hypnotists, deploying every cunning tactic to pull you back. They initiate a hoovering campaign, a perfectly orchestrated performance designed to drag you back into the cycle of abuse you fought so hard to escape. During this phase, they don the mask of the perfect lover. Sweet words drip like honey into your ears. Tender, caring gestures and grand romantic displays make you feel like you're reliving the happiest days of your relationship. They revive beautiful memories from the past and paint a bright, promising future, making you forget all the pain they caused. It feels like a dream, a blissful escape that numbs your reasoning. But be cautious. Don't let yourself get swept up in this game. Beneath the flawless facade of remorse and charm lies a calculating and selfish person. They don't truly care about your feelings. Everything they do is part of their plan to regain control. They skillfully manipulate your emotions, shifting blame onto you for the relationship's downfall. They may even play the role of the pitiful victim, making you feel guilty and responsible for fixing what went wrong. It doesn't stop there. Narcissists are psychological maestros, adept at uncovering and exploiting your deepest vulnerabilities. They know how to awaken hidden pains and insecurities, leaving you unsteady and disoriented. They have an uncanny ability to make you feel that only they truly understand and can meet your needs, driving you into a state of emotional dependence. In the end, the loving persona they project is just another tool, a weapon used to keep you tethered to their world, a world where they hold all the power. Recognizing the manipulation and reclaiming your strength is the only way to break free from their grasp. They deploy flying monkeys, extensions of their power to intensify their control. Beyond directly pulling you back into their cycle, narcissists use a cunning and manipulative strategy, deploying flying monkeys, intermediaries or extensions, who increase the pressure on you. The term flying monkeys, inspired by the Wizard of Oz, refers to individuals manipulated by the narcissist to achieve their goals, often persuading you to return, or making life difficult when you try to leave. Narcissists employ these flying monkeys in various ways. One common tactic is convincing you to come back. They might enlist mutual acquaintances, friends, or even your family members to speak on their behalf. These flying monkeys are often fed a distorted narrative in which the narcissist portrays themselves as the victim and you as cold-hearted, ruthless, or the cause of their pain. Unaware of the full truth, these people may attempt to persuade you with appeals to your compassion, saying things like, "They really love you, they're suffering so much because of you, you can't abandon them in this situation." Such statements are designed to evoke empathy and guilt, weakening your resolve. Additionally, narcissists use flying monkeys to apply social pressure. These intermediaries might spread false rumors or criticize you in front of others, isolating you and casting you as the villain of the story. You might hear comments like, "Everyone thinks you're the one at fault. They truly don't deserve to be treated like this." This creates a psychological burden and makes it harder for you to stand firm in your decision to leave. Some flying monkeys go further, using indirect intimidation or threats. They may warn you of dire consequences if you don't yield, such as harm to your reputation, damage to your career, or strain on other relationships. These threats are often disguised as advice, making it harder for you to recognize their underlying intent. Finally, narcissists manipulate flying monkeys to control you through misinformation or distortion. They share selective or false details about you with these intermediaries, who then use this information to coerce or manipulate you. They might stir up negative emotions or disrupt your life, leaving you confused and disoriented. In essence, these flying monkeys are tools for the narcissist to maintain power over you, making it even more challenging to break free. Recognizing this strategy is crucial to resisting their influence and reclaiming control over your life. Seeking a new supply to fill the void. Your decision to walk away isn't just the end of a relationship. It's a devastating blow to the fragile yet inflated ego of a narcissist. In their world, you are not an individual with your own intrinsic value and emotions, but rather a precious supply, a vital source of energy that sustains their grandiose yet hollow and insatiable ego. When you step out of their life, they are immediately engulfed by emptiness and fear. But instead of confronting the pain, loss, or reflecting on their mistakes, they take the easier route, filling the void with a new supply. Like a creature that is never satisfied, they urgently hunt for their next prey, someone new they can exploit to satisfy their thirst for power, attention, and control. To them, people are not partners or companions, they are merely tools, means to an end that fulfills their selfish desires. This does not mean that you weren't good enough or that you didn't matter. In fact, your departure sends them into a state of panic because you once played a pivotal role in maintaining their world. But the painful truth is that they never truly saw you for who you are. They only saw what you brought to them: care, admiration, or a sense of security. In their eyes, you were never a person with your own emotions and values. You were a possession they believed they could control. When they seek a new supply, it's not a reflection of your worth, but a testament to their inability to face the emptiness within themselves. Recognizing this can help you see through their actions and focus on your own healing, rather than being drawn back into their manipulative cycle. Your absence impacts the narcissist more than they can admit. It shakes their sense of control, exposes the deep insecurities they always hide, and forces them to face the reality that they depend on others to find value in themselves. Instead of accepting this truth, they often dive into a new spiral, hastily searching for another supply to continue the cycle of manipulation and exploitation. But your absence doesn't just make them insecure. It is also a liberation for you. This is the moment for you to take back control of your life, rediscover your self-worth, and build a better future. Your departure is a statement that you deserve sincere love and a healthy relationship, where you are appreciated for who you are, not for what you can offer. Remember, while your absence may shake them, your presence in your own life is the most important thing.